Again, I totally reject the logic of those that complain about the effects of lockdown as if it is the government that caused the virus. I've told you before of the Runyankore proverb. Chifu kya mutuma ngwenju yasya atumunyarire mbyame. Here, the Runyankore were referring to somebody of limited understanding who was told that the house was on fire, but for him he said, prepare the bed for me to sleep. Sleep where? The house is on fire. That would have been the answer from the rational, serious people. Look at the picture of the aircrafts that are parked with no business. I don't know whether these people can put that picture on the TV, on that TV. I've put it in my document here. I don't know whether the TV people are able to put it for the viewers. Put it and we see it. I also want to see it. Leave it there. Why are you in a hurry? Leave it. Ugandans, you can see how the the airline industry has been hit. All those planes are parked. They have no business. And now we are talking about border, we are talking about the whole world is in trouble. We should not behave as if we are children who don't know what's happening in the world. It's a very serious event. So don't waste our time. Thank you very much. So you have seen the picture of how hard the airline industry has been hit. Somebody told me that the shops that used to sell textiles in the USA and much of the West have gone bankrupt. Clothes are now sold online through the internet or on phones. This is the way to go, Ugandan entrepreneurs. Ugandan entrepreneurs need to wake up. If there is a crisis of this type, you should know how to survive in it. Stop crying over spilt milk. Look for how to survive in the new atmosphere of Tonsemberera social distancing. See how to survive. Business people in Uganda need to be very cautious. Let us take public transport, public transporters. If it turns out that people are being infected because of crowding in public transport vehicles, that will be the end of that business, whether government lifts restrictions on public transport or not. If the information goes out that when you go in a taxi you get a virus, the business will die. Not because the government has closed or what, but because people fear for their lives. Some of the countries have opened, like we are now, we have opened we're going to open the airport. People may not come because they fear to fly. So if you care about your business, make it safe. If you want the hotels to open properly, open slowly, let people gain confidence that there is no danger by them coming to your hotel. If it is a public means of transport, make sure that you follow the regulations so that people are sure of their safety. If they don't, whether the government opens or not, those businesses will die. People will simply not come if your vehicle is not, if the public vehicles, public transport vehicles are not safe for people. If information comes that among the people who are being infected, this is what we are talking about, these 6,000, that the majority of them are being infected in buses because of overcrowding, that business will die. The time for self-reception is over. Obudde bw'okwerimba buwedde. Even if the government doesn't close the business, if you conduct yourself wrongly and people get at risk, the people will themselves boycott your business. Let us be serious. I cannot end this broadcast without talking about our scientists who have guided us through this crisis and who are also working on the 3 lines of our own diagnostics, our own vaccines, and our own therapeutics. Our scientists are looking for the vaccine, they are looking for our own diagnostics, they are looking for a possible therapeutic. Stay tuned. There may be pleasant news in the coming month from that side. We have given them all the support as far as the necessary funding is concerned. I'm sorry about the fire which was in the building of Makerere. We don't know how the fire started, but we already have some cases of some negligence. I'm sure the Vice Chancellor will be doing something about some stuff there, about the negligence. Yesterday I was supposed to go to Jinja. I didn't go. I sent the Vice President. This was because these masks, which are good for fighting the corona, but some of them, at least one type affects my voice. So the other time when I went to Tanzania, I had put on a very strong one. And when I came back, my voice was affected. Even now it's not fully recovered, but it is improving. So I didn't want to, I wanted to give it a rest so that I'm able to speak to you today. That's why I sent the Vice President and the Speaker were there. Now, for the NRM people, those who are misbehaving during the primaries, those are not clever people. These people have been disturbing us for a long time. The people who are not democratic, who don't want the power, who don't want the people to exercise their power, to elect the people they want. The people elect X. These maneuverers want to nullify what the people have decided and put somebody else. When we are trying to use secret ballots, trying to do this, first we tried to use the electoral college, to use a few leaders, I think at the district level. Now bribery was introduced so that the leaders would be bribed to select flag bearers who are not popular with the people. That's why there was a demand that we should go for universal selection of flag bearers. Now, when we did that, then they started manipulating the secret ballot. Recently, that's when we decided to go to lining behind candidates. Incredibly, some of these people thought they could also cheat that people could line up 200 here, 100 here, Then they go and change the facts on what they call declaration forms. This is just a waste of time because people were there, they witnessed, they saw. So I have already carried out some audit. I carried out audit in some few areas, myself directly using the security services, and we are now going to upscale the audit. So I therefore call upon NRA members, don't be violent, don't fight. Why do you fight? Suppose you lose a tooth. In this fighting, and you go with the edible, or you are like, you cannot speak properly because you lost your tooth. Fighting, useless. There's no need to fight.